So first exercise going to be the lat pull down. I have the rubber band attached to the door and I go sit in a comfortable position. First set is a warm-up set just to get the blood flowing and get the body ready for the working set. I regularly do between 6 and 10 slow repetitions, just that I feel that everything is good to go. So this is my working set. Slow repetitions, 4-second positive and a 6-second negative. I really try with this movement and with the slow pulling to really contract the muscles, really feel it. And when I do the negative, I really want to have the feeling that my lats are really pulling. You have to feel some tightness in your lats. I have my back slightly arched so you get a little bit better contraction. And everything is slow and under control. There's nothing magical about this 4-6 cadence or a 10-10 cadence, what they write in Body by Science. It's all about the safety of the exercise. Slower you go, the safer it becomes. I try to pull as many full repetitions as I can. There comes a point that I cannot do any full repetitions anymore because the muscles become fatigued. This is the point. I try and I try, cannot make it. So I continue with half repetitions. And it's not really half, I try to get as far as I can. I still pull in 4 seconds and release in 6 seconds. So in these 4 seconds I really try as far as I can get with the repetition. Until I can't make 1/3 or a quarter anymore, and then I stop. So the easiest part of the exercise, what is started as the easiest part, becomes even harder. Second exercise, chest press. It's perfect with these rubber bands. You double over around your back. And it's a great position for a chest press. Chest press exactly the same with the warm-up. This is just a warm-up. 6 to 10 repetitions maybe. I use here a little slightly faster cadence, 8-5. Just it feels good for me. I could use a 4-6, I could use a whatever, 5-5, a 10-10, or it's nothing magical. It's just how it feels, and if you do not get any injury, no problems whatsoever. So this exercise, and with every exercise actually, you want to have constant tension on the muscles. So as soon as you feel that the tension gets too weak, you start the positive again. You do not want to rest in certain, you do not want to relax the muscles. You want to have them on a constant tension. And the further you get into the exercise, the harder it becomes. And that's, in my opinion, the strength of this training with rubber bands or with perfect machines. So you can see I cannot do any full repetitions anymore, so I continue with half repetitions. Still 2-5. So the negative becomes even slower because the range of motion is shorter. Third exercise for legs, the squat. I use here a floorboard where I put the rubber band under. You can also stand on it, but I feel with this it feels better. I do a front squat. I tried with the back squat to put the rubber band in the neck, and that's not a good idea. That's too much stress on your back. So with the front squat it's perfect. Rubber bands are sticky, so they stick perfectly on your shoulder. You don't have to be scared that they snap off. So after the warm up, again 6 to 10 repetitions, I do my set, and this time I use a 30-10-30 cadence from Ellington Darden, and that is, as you can see here, a 30-second slow negative, and then if you follow it perfectly from Ellington Darden, then it's 10 repetitions of a 1-2 cadence. I don't like this 1-2 cadence, it's a bit too fast for me, so I change it in a 3-3 cadence. 3 seconds up, 3 seconds down, and then 5 repetitions. For me this feels better. With this protocol, you do not go to complete failure. Not on the reps and not on the last negative. You have to feel with the reps that there's still about 1 rep in the tank, so you could make 1 repetition. Before that you stop and you start your last 30-second negative. The 30-second negative should not be to complete failure. It's a negative, it's not a hold that you want to do. So as you can see, this is failure. I could do maybe if I force it more, but it takes so much out of you, out of your nervous system, that it's really not necessary. Your recovery will be much slower after this. Fourth exercise, overhead press. Here I do a 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. So every repetition is actually a 1/3 of the movement. So we'll go 1/3 down and press it up. And I use a 2-5 cadence also with this, so it's pretty slow. When I cannot do the top 1/3 repetition, I go further with the second part of the 1/3. But I try to make a full repetition all the way to the top. And of course that's impossible, because you failed on the first 1/3. Logic? Yeah. When I cannot make this second part, I go to the bottom part of the 1/3 and try to do as many repetitions as I can. Last exercise, bend over row. Here you see me doing a 1/1/3 repetition protocol. You do 1 repetition up, then you lower the bands 1/1/3 and do another contraction. So you make actually per repetition you make 2 big contractions. Is it magical? Nope. Does it work? Yeah. Does it feel good? Yeah. It feels very good, but very hard. When you do the bend over row, you do not want to go in a 90-degree angle. You want to be a little bit upright with a straight back. When you go too far down with your upper body, you have too much stress on your lower back. And to stay a little bit upright, you release the stress a little bit from your lower back. You're still training it, you still do a static contraction, but you don't have too much stress on it. And the same here, if you cannot do any more full repetitions, you complete it with half repetitions until you're done. And that's the complete exercise.